What if the first 10 minutes of your day could decide the kind of man you'll become? That's not a motivational slogan. That's reality. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, ruled over one of the greatest empires in history. Yet, every morning, he started with a battle, not with armies, but with himself. His greatest war was against weakness, laziness, and distraction. Today, most men lose this war before their feet even touch the floor. They grab their phone. They scroll. They flood their mind with noise before they've even created a single thought of their own. And that's why their days collapse. But Marcus understood something timeless. Mornings are not for comfort. They're for building resilience. He wrote in his meditations, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I must go to work as a man." That mindset changed everything for me. Because when you win your morning, you don't just control your day, you control your life. And Marcus had a system to do exactly that. Marcus Aurelius didn't start his day with comfort. He started it with confrontation against his own mind. When the alarm of dawn called him, his body begged for more sleep. His mind whispered excuses. You deserve rest. Stay warm. Stay safe. But Marcus fought back. He reminded himself, you were born to do the work of a man. Why cling to your blanket? That was his first battle every single day. Not against soldiers, not against politics, against weakness. And by winning it, he set the tone for everything else. Think about it. How many times have you lost that same battle? You hit snooze. You roll over. You tell yourself, just 10 more minutes. And suddenly, your morning slips away. Your day starts with defeat. Marcus knew mornings are sacred. They're the only time the world is quiet, when you still have power over your mind before the noise of life floods in. His discipline wasn't about punishment. It was about freedom. By rising early, by facing discomfort head-on, he built an unshakable foundation for the empire he carried on his shoulders. If a man ruling Rome needed this, what excuse do we have? Marcus didn't rush into the chaos of his empire. Before he met the world, he met himself. His weapon? Reflection. Each morning, he wrote in his private journal, what we now call meditations. These weren't polished words for an audience. They were raw reminders, truths he carved into his own mind. You will meet liars, selfish men, the ungrateful. But remember, they cannot harm your soul unless you allow it. This was his shield. He armored himself with clarity before stepping into battle. Imagine the most powerful man alive, sitting alone with his thoughts, reminding himself not to be arrogant, not to chase pleasure, not to waste time. That's the discipline we're missing today. Most men wake up and let the world tell them how to feel, through notifications, through headlines, through other people's opinions. Marcus flipped that. He set his own direction. Reflection gave him power over his emotions. You don't need to be emperor to do the same. A pen, a page, 5 minutes. Ask yourself, what kind of man do I want to be today? What battles must I prepare for? That small act transforms mornings into a battlefield of growth. Marcus Aurelius didn't rely on motivation. He relied on ritual. Simple, repeatable actions that shaped his mind and body into something unbreakable. For him, mornings weren't about chasing pleasure. They were about discipline, rising early, writing his reflections, preparing his mind for hardship. Each small action was a reminder. Control yourself before the world controls you. Modern men think strength comes from grand gestures, from sudden bursts of effort. But Marcus knew the opposite is true. Real power comes from small, consistent rituals that forge character over time. Think about it. Waking up on time, making your bed, training your body before the sun rises, reading instead of scrolling. These don't look impressive in the moment, but they build a man who is calm under chaos, strong under stress, and disciplined when others break. Marcus' life proved this. He ruled during wars, plagues, and betrayal. Yet he never collapsed because his mornings prepared him. Each ritual was like laying a brick. Over years, those bricks built an empire of resilience inside him. The lesson? Strength isn't built in the big moments of life. It's built quietly in the rituals no one sees. So how does an ancient emperor's morning routine matter to you? Right now, in the 21st century? More than you think. Every man today faces battles. Not with swords, but with distraction, laziness, and weakness. And if Marcus could rule Rome by mastering his mornings, you can rule your own life by doing the same. Start small. Don't reach for your phone when you wake up. Confront your first battle. Get up when you said you would. Then take 5 minutes to reflect. Write down what kind of man you need to be today. Finish with one small ritual of discipline. Exercise, cold shower, reading. Something that reminds you are in control. Do this, and you'll notice a shift. You'll stop feeling like life is happening to you, and start feeling like you're directing it. That's what Marcus Aurelius understood. Mornings aren't just about waking up. They're about rising with purpose. And here's the truth. If you win your mornings, you win your life. If a Roman emperor could become unshakable through these habits, so can you. The only question is, will you start tomorrow?